Hey there, Tiffany Thomas with wealthytiffany.com, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the easiest way to get started investing. And before we dive in, if you're ready for financial freedom right now, comment freedom below in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and share this video. And if you're really serious about becoming financially free sooner than later, click the link below this video in the description and I can help you do that. Okay, so let's talk about the easiest way to get started investing. I know people feel really overwhelmed and confused about investing, and they're scared they're going to lose their money, all of their money, or they just have seen or heard of other people not doing so well with their investments, and they could just be kind of scared and have anxiety about investing. So I want to share with you the easiest way to get started investing. And that is to start small and start simple and automate it. And what I mean by this is you can start with a very small amount. For example, if you have a 9-to-5 job that offers a 401k, you can just start very small, take a small amount of your income and automate that and have it automatically come out of your paycheck and go straight into your 401k. And you can just keep your investment in your 401k very simple. You don't have to be invested in 10 different funds, 10 different options that your 401k has. You can keep it in one or maybe two even. You can just keep it very simple. A lot of 401k plans have what's called a target date fund option, and this is essentially a fund that you can put your money into, and it starts out risky and then it moves to less risky over time. And usually they have a date associated with this fund. So in the title of the fund, it will say something like target date 2045. So if you were essentially planning on retiring in 2045, then you would invest in that target date fund. It could also be called a retirement date fund, something like that. And your advisor, your 401k advisor, can explain this to you and show you all of the options. But you can just start very simply and very small and automate it. And that is the easiest way to get started investing. Because if you are trying to make it so complicated, you think that you have to invest in a whole bunch of different things to keep your money safe. You don't have to. And if you think you have to watch the market all the time and check your investments all the time, you don't have to. You can just get started by setting aside a certain amount. Just pick the amount. It can be 10% of your income. It can be 2% of your income, whatever you can start with. But just getting started with something, just picking a percentage of your income and investing that each month. And if you can automate that, that's even better. And you can just keep it very simple. You can invest in one fund. Especially if it's in a 401k, you don't usually want to be in a lot of different funds because there's what's called an expense ratio with each of those funds, and they can go up pretty high. So if you just pick one fund to invest in, then you're not going to have a whole bunch of higher percentage expense ratios, so you're not going to be paying more and more money in order to invest your money. And also, if you don't have a 9-to-5 job and you want to set up a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, that is another easy way to get started investing. And once again, you can automate that. And I personally use Vanguard, that's who I like, for a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. And you can set up an account online, and you can once again just pick a certain amount of your income and have it automatically transferred into your Roth IRA or your traditional IRA. If you have it automatically set up, it's going to be so much easier for you because you don't have to think about it, and you're not going to be constantly looking at it because you don't have to. You can keep it very simple and plan on investing for the long term. And then you can just pick 1 or 2 funds to invest in your traditional IRA or your Roth IRA. And you can pick a fund that follows the total stock market. And that makes it very easy. So you don't have to continually check on your investments because it will just be following the total stock market. So you won't have to worry about switching out any stocks. That's going to be done automatically for you. And you can just leave your money in there. So you can get started very simply with investing. And by doing it this way, by setting up a certain percentage each month to invest, you already know you're going to invest that money. So you're not thinking about it each month, like, oh, how much should I invest this month? And definitely you want to increase that over time. But if you're just getting started, just pick a percentage that is going to work for you right now. And then set up your auto transfers and just pick 1 or 2 funds. And if you are going to do an IRA or a Roth IRA, and you're worried about investing just in stocks, maybe you are closer to retirement, then you could do what's called it's a total bond fund. So you could do the total stock market fund and some money in the bond fund as well. And, that way it's a little less risky. I don't actually invest in that bond fund. I prefer to have higher risk because I don't plan on taking that money out soon. I have a ways before my official retirement age. And an IRA and a Roth IRA are considered retirement accounts. So there will be a penalty if you pull that out before retirement age. So you're pretty much investing for the long term when you put it in a retirement account. Now there are exceptions, but that's for another video. So this is just to help you get started very simply, very easily, very quickly with investing. And the reason I like this is because if it's automated, you're not going to be so worried about it that you're going to be checking it all the time, logging in and actually transferring money over. If it's automated, you're not looking at it. So you can just kind of put it on autopilot and forget about it. And this actually makes it less scary. And people might think that that's scarier, not to watch your money. But if you have it in funds, like I've mentioned, the total stock market fund, then it's automatically adjusting for you over time. And so you're not having to worry about switching out your money all the time or rebalancing your portfolio or anything like that. You can just get started very simply, very easily. And you don't have to worry about losing your money. And I've talked about this before because when you're investing for the long term, if you're putting it into a retirement account, then you are investing for the long term. So the stock market over time, it kind of goes up and down. It'll take, a little bit of a dip, but it continues to go up over time. So, it's a little bit up and down, but as you continue to leave your money in there over the long term, it goes up and up and up and up. And a lot of people forget that. They kind of just focus on, the stock market could crash at any point. And yeah, it could, but it always comes back up. So if you're not expecting to take that money out next year, then it's not a big deal because it'll have enough time to go back up over the long term. So you don't have to worry about losing your money when you have that long-term mindset, when you have that long-term vision. So you can just, you can keep it very simple. And I've looked at a lot of different studies and articles and things about people having complicated investment portfolios, and they don't outperform the simple ones. They don't. So you can definitely keep it simple and still get great returns on your money. And when you're starting out, keeping it simple is key, because you don't want to feel overwhelmed or, get scared. You just want to keep it simple, keep it automated, and know how much you're going to invest. And that's how you can get started very simply. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. And if you have other questions, please post them below in the comments. I would love to hear what they are. And if you have already started investing, then tell me that as well in the comments. And I would love to know what you're investing in. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and share this video with someone else who needs this information. And if you guys are serious about becoming financially free at a young age, make sure and click the link below this video in the description, and I can help you do that. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.